Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube page this week for Reading Smoke with Phil Jost. I'm Phil Jost. Let's get started. Hey, really short video clip today. If you didn't see it over at SBSK, it's really, we're just talking a few seconds. So what I did was I put it together uh, in regular speed, then half speed, then quarter speed, so we can sort of see what's going on. Right, so let me just play it through. The whole thing's only like 40 seconds, so it just doesn't take that long to see everything. This is your half speed. So what we're doing here is we're trying to read the volume, velocity, density, color rate, take an inventory of the attributes of smoke. So read the smoke, read the building, and then see what's going on. And here it's pretty obvious where the fire is, right? But what we're looking at is what are the other things that we can see in this shot or in this video. And so that's 1/4 speed, and we get a nice view of the entire house here, which is great. Okay, so I'm going to go back. We're going to use this quarter speed just so I can sort of break it down without having to be so tight on where to stop it. Okay, so one of the things we look at right off the bat is it's a split entry, right? So it's always read the smoke, read the building, right? You got to know the building that you're going into. You got to think about what's going on in there. So since this doorway is halfway between the first floor and second floor, so right inside here there's a split stairway, right? One goes up, one goes down. And the one going up, almost always, every single one I've been in, as you're going up, on one side is the living room, kitchen area, and then the stairway comes up, and if you go to the other side, that's going to be the hallway side that leads to the bedrooms, bathrooms, and that's going to be to the right in this house. But what's interesting about this one is we read this building, this is probably an add-on. So your main bedroom was probably added on. Typically, right, you wouldn't see a separate roof line in this sort of construction. You wouldn't see a dormer. There's a lot of these around, and not every jurisdiction has them, but a lot of them. So I'm looking at this as an add-on for a main bedroom suite, right? And so this is going to have an ensuite. It's going to have a pretty good sized bedroom, but it's also going to have an ensuite bathroom and an ensuite closet, and typically those would be in the back, right? So these are your main windows into your bedroom. There might even be windows over on this side, but there's definitely windows over here on the bathroom side, right? So understanding what's going on with the construction and being able to pick that out is part of reading smoke, right? Read the smoke, read the building. It's always part of your size up, no matter what phase of the fire you're in. Understanding building construction is critically important, right? It's going to be wood framed, and so before this add-on was here, what you would do is you go up to the top of the stairs, turn right, and there's a hallway there. Typically at the end there's going to be two rooms that go off, a bedroom on each side. There's going to be an additional bedroom here, so 3, and then the bathroom's going to be sort of here, just a single bathroom between the main living area and the bedrooms, right? So your guests can get in there without. That's typical. And we will see here is bedroom, 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 and this is the add-on one. So tons of fire here, right? I mean, pretty good volume of smoke left over, so not complete combustion, but pretty significant, really good access to ventilation. But on the back side of this, right on the Charlie side, coming out of this bedroom, significant smoke back here. So let me roll it back here and just take a look at the amount of smoke that's coming out. The volume velocities, so it's a lot of turbulent, thick black smoke coming out back there. Right, the video's a little choppy just because it's slow, but really significant. Let me go back to the first, maybe if I go right back to where we had a full speed, we can see it maybe just a little bit clearer. Right, so look at that, look at that velocity. You see it, I'm going to play it in half speed because it just goes boom. Right, as soon as this clip starts, you're going to just see tons of velocity out of that side of the house. Right, so that's telling you, that's telling you that the windows are open back there. Right, and so it's really good access to ventilation, but let's see what else is going on. Through the rest of the house, a little bit in the attic, which you would expect, right? But nothing from the door and nothing from these windows. So look, this window's open, right? And this window you can see in really well. So there's no fire in these two rooms. There might be a really light smoke at the top, but since this window's open, that means this hallway, either the hallway's completely clear or the bedroom door to this room is closed, right? So if this room is closed, then there might be smoke in the hallway, but if the door to this room is open, that's indicating that there's nothing in the hallway, which tells you that the door going to the main bedroom is closed, which is ideal, right? That's an ideal situation. And that's reinforced because there's no smoke coming out of this front door, right? It's wide open. See firefighters setting up in there, and so if you look in here, right? If you're sitting here looking, and like they are here, right? You'd be able to see right away. So if that door is closed, there's virtually no smoke in here. All that fire is being held back by the bedroom door, and honestly, there's a couple things you could do here. It just depends on staffing, right? I would definitely be up for, well, let's finish with the reading smoke first, right? So just a little bit, very light, low volume, laminar, thin, in the grayscale from the rest. I mean, down here, yeah, but there's no fire going in this attic yet. This is all just push and laminar, so all the heat's taken out of it by the time it pushes across, right? So there's no independent fire going in this attic section. There could be in here, although this, since this is an add-on, it could actually have a cathedral ceiling, right? But basically nothing in the rest of the house as the smoke goes along, right? So, but we're gonna, the last windows, we didn't look at them, we're gonna look at them right here. So these windows are clear. Either both bedroom doors are closed, or the main bedroom door where the fire is behind it, that's closed. That's an ideal situation. Okay, we can look at these windows right here. Let me give you just a little bit more. Yeah, so look here. I don't know if that window's open. It wouldn't surprise me, but it looks more like maybe it's a blind, right? Because if it was a window open, you should see the other sash like right equal distant, and I don't see that, so I'm guessing it's a blind. But it looks like they're pretty clear. They're not sweated up. And certainly if these were had significant smoke, you would definitely see smoke out of this door, right? Downstairs is looking clear, garage door's open, nothing coming out of there. So it looks like, right, we have a fire, significant fire in the main bedroom, but isolated from the rest of the house. Quick searches in these bedrooms, this whole first floor could probably get searched in 20 or 30 seconds or less, right? At almost zero risk. And if you could get the people out of there, if there was somebody in one of these rooms and you could get them out of there before you open this bedroom door, I think that would be a positive, right? Now we could do here tactically, hitting this fire, you could hit it with a deck gun, sure. I prefer hand line working here because we use the same hand line here, right? And then we can just redeploy it very quickly to this front door. So one line can do both jobs. And it would be really a quick hit. Basically, as you're getting that line charged, you can just use that water right here, and that's going to take a lot of the risk out of the situation in a hurry. But because we know the fire, we can read the smoke and know that the fire is essentially isolated from the rest of the house. The survivability in here, what do you think, right? Not good. Now, could somebody be in the master closet? Sure, but getting this fire put out in a hurry, right? Apply water to the seed the fire as fast as possible. That's my mantra. I'm going to stick to it. And we're gonna do a lot of damage to this fire immediately. It's also wouldn't take a ton of time to get up here, turn right, and get that bedroom door open. When you open that door, though, you better be ready to rock and roll because you can see what's behind it, right? You're gonna get in, you're gonna turn right first, then left, and you're gonna knock the heck out of this. But transitional certainly wouldn't be out of the question in this particular circumstance. Hey, not live today. I'm on tape, so always Thursdays, 1400 Eastern Time. I'll either be live or have new content for you here. I want to thank all the subscribers that are jumping on board and the East Brandywine Fire Department for putting this video up. There's been some questions from my Facebook page about this ladder. I don't even know if that's a fire department ladder, to be honest. It could be just a worker's ladder that was put there. I'm not sure what's going on with it, and it doesn't really matter because we're trying to figure out what we would do if we arrived there. From understanding to read the smoke, read the building, make your tactical choices, and get that work done as fast as possible. Apply water to the seat of the fire as fast as possible, right? So we don't worry, I need to worry about anything else other than what we would do given the same set of circumstances. And this split entry house, even with an add-on, is a pretty common construction type in most of the places in the U.S. Not everywhere, but most places. So for Reading Smoke with Phil Jost, I'm Phil Jost. Thanks for joining me this week. We'll see you next week, and thanks for being here. Bye.